These are the top 4 solo superhero shows. These are in no particular order. So first we got Ben 10. Let's be obvious, Ben 10 is the GOAT. He is my GOAT. I love this show every single season from the original all the way to Omniverse. A show about a kid who can turn himself into aliens. This was my dream as a kid. Even now, I wish I had the Omnitrix. If I had one, I'd be turning to SWAT fire and making some food, and I'll never take the bus ever again because I'll just turn to Jet Ray or Accelerate and fly/walk to where I want to go. Also, the bad guys are cool. Belgax the Conqueror, Kevin whenever he absorbs the Omnitrix. And the show is great. Seeing Ben go from an immature kid that just wanted to have fun and play hero to becoming a competent hero is fire, especially when they go to the future and have multiverses. Quick aside, Ben 10 did timelines and multiverses better than Marvel. Next we got Spider-Man. Spider-Man got the best media adaptations per capita out of all superheroes, and I'm not hearing it. All the movies are great, especially The Amazing Spider-Man with the greatest Spider-Man ever, Andrew Garfield, best Spider-Man. But let's get back to cartoons. Every TV show Spider-Man has its peak television. The Spectacular Spider-Man is some of my favorite TV I've ever watched. I like the way Peter and Spider-Man don't seem like the same person. Then he's over here rizzing up 3 girls at the same time with no effort. Also, they have my favorite version of Venom because this man had Peter on the ropes. He was the closest to revealing Spider-Man's identity to the whole world and even caught him lacking at the crib. And then there was Tombstone, who needs to join the MCU immediately because he was able to stun Spider-Man like it was nothing. The same Spider-Man that can stop a moving train. Think about that for a second. Even the Green Goblin had Spider-Man fried because he had Spidey thinking his best friend Harry was Green Goblin, and when he found out, he didn't tell the feds, and that allowed Norman to finesse his way out of an investigation. Also, the end of Green Goblin was fire because we all thought he got invited to the Devil's Slumber Party, but he was able to pull a Tupac and went to Cuba. Overall, top tier show. Also, no matter what anybody says, Ultimate Spider-Man is a great show. Giving Spider-Man a team was a good decision. Also, the newest Spider-Man show that came out in 2018 was another heater. I do not care what you guys have to say, I like it. Spider Island was fantastic. Next is Invincible. This is one of the best new age superhero shows I've ever seen. Even though it's new, I consider it top tier show. The fights are hilarious. My favorite one is where Mark and the worst superhero team ever got bodied by Battle Beast. Mark was over here getting ragdolled, and the way Nolan was just watching, I know who's just up there thinking like, damn, I really just should have taken over this whole Earth thing, or just pulled out. Then when Invincible and Omni-Man were fighting, it was my bad. I mean, when Omni-Man pulled the worst case of child abuse ever seen by the human eye, Mark was getting chucked through mountains, trains, and used like a battering ram to load God's waiting room. Then I have to mention my GOATs, Alan and Rexplode. I liked Alan from the very beginning. He was a chill guy and played by Seth Rogen, so you already know he's gonna be him. Then Rex wasn't my favorite character. His power sucked. He was annoying. But in season 2, he became a GOAT. Just the way he survived getting a headshot and clutched a 3v1 with his brains on the floor. Masterpiece. Last but not least, we have the Caped Crusader. The man who has too much money for this, the big boss Batman. Batman's TV shows are bangers. Brave and the Bold and the Batman are some of the greatest shows DC has ever curated. Whoever's behind the scenes was in his Duffy when they made these shows. The Batman did something I think was really great in the sense that we actually got to see Bruce Wayne more and more of his life, and the way he and Batman don't seem like the same person is just perfect writing. Unlike the Batman movie with Ed from Twilight, where if someone just met him and Batman, they wouldn't need to be a genius to solve the mystery of the guy who looks and sounds like Batman is Batman. Anywho, the villains in the Batman are some of the best versions of themselves. Mr. Freeze looks like an ice demon, Bane is red for some reason, and the Joker in the show is wild. He can actually box with Batman. Then the Brave and the Bold is just an interesting show. It has an interesting take on Batman, and it is more silly than other Batman shows, but it's still good. Well, that's the end. Do what you're gonna do. Comment, subscribe, tell me something, and see you next time.